You're such an asshole.
Hello, lieutenants and economists, the old captain here, and we got a video request. If you got a video request, or a regular request, or a private request, but more importantly, do you have money? Come talk to assholeconsulting.com, where I, the world's only professional asshole, will give you a swift kick in the ass of truth you so desperately need and deserve. Young man writes, hey asshole, for many years us conservative libertarian types have been hammering leftists by stating that they indeed have a mental disorder with their obsession with socialism and being lazy as hell. I wouldn't even say that, I'd just say they're 48 flavors of gender and constantly looking to be offended. Might be that, but we can set that one aside. However, upon listening to Rush Limbaugh today, apparently some psychologists at the University of Texas, Austin, remember, there's Austin and there's Berkeley, there might be some other universities in Texas that are a little bit more sane, are stating that masculinity itself is a mental disorder. I'm paraphrasing here, but the article itself states that traditional male roles, such as being active, being the breadwinner, and caring for others are dangerous traits. On top of that, they have decided to waste Texas citizens' taxpayer dollars to hire a healthy masculinities coordinator. Can you please do an awesome rant about how fucking pathetic these commies are to say masculinity is a mental disorder and try to flip the switch on us when they themselves have not accomplished anything? Thanks, asshole. All right. So I thought there was an actual study, and I said, hey, can you send me a link to the study? And then I'd look at the people that studied it. But here's what's funny is no one at the University of Texas have put their names attached to this because they know it's a lie. They know it's anti-male. They know it's sexism. They know it's bigotry. And it's so outlandish. This is just them poking and prodding and seeing if they can make something that is normal a mental illness. Because guess what? If they can make it a mental illness, well, gosh almighty, then those little psychology professors and graduates and students get to go ahead and have employment. So that's kind of what they're trying. They're trying to see if they can establish a beachhead. That's all this really is. And so I was surprised when it wasn't an article or not an article, but a study. It's just a program. And then the article is written by PJ Media. Now I'll put the links down below about positive or not positive masculinity, restrictive masculinity. But I think PJ Media, which you could claim is a biased right-wing newspaper site, but instead of reading through the leftist jargon and the babble, and I'll go through and read a little bit. I'll give you the lowdown on what it is here with PJ Media's article. The Counseling and Mental Health Center at the University of Texas at Austin recently launched a new program to help male students take control of their gender identity and develop a healthy sense of masculinity. And stop here. All of a sudden, for 2 million years of human evolution, men haven't been able to figure this out. But these precious fucking frauds and fools over at the psychology department at the University of Texas, Austin, they know better with their 50 years of Freud trying to fuck his mother. All right, that's very, keep in mind these people. And when you look at the picture, I'm going to put it up on the front page. When you look at their picture, you're going to realize there is not one male among them. Oh, there's some men among them. I'm sure there's some. What is it? We got the X or the Y chromosome, whatever one we got. I mean, there are some biological males, but there are no true men within this group that you'll see at the beginning. Treating masculinity as if it were a mental health crisis. MasculinUT. See, they put the UT meaning UTech because they're so fucking smart at academia. Oh my God, you basic bitch IQ people. You just sheep. Is organized by the school's counseling staff and most recently organized a poster series encouraging students to develop a healthy model of masculinity. Okay, so here's the one thing. It's like the Women's Studies Department and the fake rape crisis, where 5 in every 2 women are raped, and that math works out. You just don't know how often people are raped. These veritably worthless people, not only morally and ethically in terms of economics or finance, they're just completely worthless people. They like women's studies professors and women's studies majors offer nothing of value to the rest of society. So they have to go and make their own money. So the women's studies professors come up with rape epidemics and sexual assault and redefining what is sexual harassment and sexual assault, what is rape, There's rape emergency centers, and there you come talk to, oh my God, what is, Amy Schumer is kind of the gray rape area. Whatever they could do to create an epidemic that needs their counseling and services and safe spaces and all that. Well, then guess who gets grants and funding? And this is the exact same thing. If you can get it so that being male is a mental disorder, how much taxpayer money are these otherwise worthless, unemployable majors going to get? I mean, really, that's what it is. This is a naked grab for money, except the criminal. At least Al Capone just sold people booze. All right? At least Pablo Escobar just sold people cocaine. That's it. These people are taking half the population and saying there's something wrong with you for being normal. And then and if heaven forbid the weak-minded Gen Z males are actually probably going to fall for it, none of their parents are going to stand up to it. So they're ruining. If this sticks, certainly at the UT Austin campus, whatever poor unfortunate males believe that there's something wrong with them because they want to bang women, they get angry, and they want to get in fights occasionally, that they have testosterone, that they're male. And then there's something wrong with me, and I have to identify and control. And no, you should be angry. Like, for example, the elimination of hate. Hate's a great thing to have because it doesn't allow scumbags to get away with theft and murder and violating you. You should hate people who try to hurt and harm you, or steal from you, or parasite off of you. And the left tries to do all those things. Like here, we need more taxpayer money because people are males. Right? So you can't get angry. Hate is evil. Hate is bad. Unless you can make that illegal or frowned upon or shunned, well then, you can't get angry. Oh, that's a problem. You got a problem. No. And it's cowardly. It's just cowardly what these people are doing. So yeah, this is a naked grab for money by making masculinity evil and bad. The program is predicated on a critique of so-called restrictive masculinity. Men, the program argues, suffer when they are told to act like a man. Imagine that. A man should act like a man. Who knew? Or when they are encouraged to fulfill traditional gender roles, such as being successful. Don't want to do that, guys. Or the breadwinner. Why would you want to make money? Though you might enjoy taking care of people or being active, MasculinUT warns that many of these attributes are actually dangerous, claiming that traditional ideas of masculinity place men into rigid or restrictive boxes which prevent them from developing their emotional maturity. Oh, the EQ thing. Is that another? How about have a cup of shut the fuck up and do what I tell you? If you're a male, this is in quotes, if you're a male student at UT reading this right now, we hope that learning about this helps you not feel guilty about having participated in these definitions of masculinity and instead feel empowered to break the cycle. Yeah, because 2 million years of human evolution must be wrong. These dipshits who half of them haven't even had pubes for 5 years, they're going to tell you about masculinity and genetics and the whole 2 million years of human evolution because they are smart. SMRT. So Homer Simpson reference, look it up. And break the cycle. What? The program is currently without leadership, but not for long. Dude, somebody tell me when they waste taxpayer money on this guy or gal, let me know. Or it or thing. Because we don't have male or female here. The school is in the process of hiring a healthy masculinities coordinator. And how much you want to bet there won't be a drop of testosterone in that person's body, male or female, to run the program. And a school official tells PJ Media that some hopeful hirees are interviewing for the position later this week. While many schools now have similar programs, this appears to be the first run directly out of a counseling and mental health center. Calling into question, I'm being deadly serious, calling into question the entire industry of the psychology profession. I've never had any faith in the psychology. I believe talking to someone, having a therapist there to talk to, like if you're going through mourning, loss of somebody, depression, or recovery, alcoholism, drug, whatever. I believe it's important to have someone. But this, they have it's cognitive theory and behavioral theory. We did a lot of studies at the B.F. Skinner School at Minnesota. Let's tell you about it. These guys are scams and frauds. Well, the school seems to be justifying this by claiming that masculinity causes men to lash out at other people and themselves. Yeah, that's how society works. That's why you don't step out of line around that. That's just a hint. The school did not respond to a request for comment to clarify. That's because no one wants to put their name on this. They're such cowards, such cowards. And you will see it. Look at the picture. Look at the picture of it. There are no real men or women there. There's no evidence that masculinity itself contributes to violence. Universities that run similar programs, such as UNC Chapel Hill and Northwestern, have admitted that their programming isn't supported by any evidence. Right, it's a money-making operation. So here we go to this about MasculinUT. This is at their website. What is MasculinUT? You can just hear the lack of testosterone, the snaking hiss at the end, the lies, and you just get ready for the babble talk. Get ready for the political, social justice warrior pablum. Our vision is to provide a framework. Oh, here we go with this stuff. To raise awareness, to bring attention to help initiate a discussion to raise awareness. It's just to get money. That's all it is. Because you guys here, any of you U of T, Austin psychologist people over at this fucking mental health center, just admit it. You're scumbags and you want money. There's not enough money to go around. You guys all majored in the most worthless fucking, well, it's not the most worthless, but ain't none of you making your six figures. So now let's go make an entire half of it. Remember how you made it like boys who were rambunctious when they were little kids? They had Asperger's, ADHD, or whatever the hell, autism, whatever you made up and pulled fresh out of your ass, all right? Oh, let's give them Ritalin? There's no way. Or like, I love it when there's like a shooting or an accident, unfortunately some poor kid dies, and you guys can't wait to feed off of that kid's corpse, and you send emergency counselors and guidance counselors and therapists in for the student. You guys don't give a fuck. You guys jerk off. You're like, a child died, oh my God, I'm gonna get paid, and then you rush off to the poor school. I'm here, does anyone need emotional support? I'm here for you. You guys are vampires, fucking disgusting vampires. I don't have to worry about them fighting back because they're all pussies too. It's not like they're going to do it. Oh, there's a fly in here. All right. Provide a framework for men and masculine identified students to develop a gender awareness. Open up your pants and look down. That translates into positive contributions to their relationships on campus, relationships to their friends and family, and quality of life, including career goals. See, because ain't none of you guys or gals out there have figured out how to be interactive and social and have friends. You see, you need these therapists to tell you how to do that. More specifically, we're going to get down from the general pablum of being nice to our neighbors and following the golden rule. As a project of violence against violence, or voices against violence. It's going back to the women's studies. See, there's violence on campus, even though statistically you're in the safest places. It is our ultimate goal to promote healthy models of masculinities to prevent interpersonal relationship and sexual violence on campus. Here's a question I have, though. None of you people are masculine or real men, so how can you form healthy models? You don't even know what healthy is. You are the people at the mental health center over at the University of Texas, Austin. Not one of you can bench press your own weight. Not one, I'm guessing. There might be one guy who actually does it and he keeps quiet because he's the one conservative guy. At the same time, this program was created as a resource and support for students who want to learn more about their masculine gender identities, including students traditionally understood as male as well as female, transgender, genderqueer, non-binary. See how quickly it went from boys, now it's anybody but? And how you are supposed to be interacting with these people, that's immediately how it's defined. You might hurt some people's feelings or make someone feel uncomfortable because you're being male and masculine. So worry about these people and screw yourself. College is a time of transition for every student. No, it's not. It's just high school version 2.0. It's the first time that many students have to live on their own. No, most of you kids have everything paid for by mom, dad, the government, and new and diverse people. Whether students think about it often or not, gender is an important part of many students' identities and shapes behaviors towards self and others. Well, yeah, your gender has affected you for the past 18 years of your life. Yet gender is not something often talked about or examined. But I guess you're going to shove it up everybody's ass, right? Because Bill, the straight guy, doesn't know he doesn't want to bang a bunch of hot chicks. Really? Only academics. MasculinUT aims to promote attitudes and behaviors among the student population that are healthy and respectful to the self and others, with the ultimate goal of preventing interpersonal violence. Okay, you can see exactly what they're doing here. They are trying to make it so that it is a mental problem for you to be a normal male, let alone stand up for yourself and tell people to fuck off. Right? And these cowering, sniveling little cowards they can't just say we want your money. That's basically what they can't just say we want your money. So they gotta like, oh, well, that's that. Oh, we're psychologists, we're professionals, we're self-declared authorities on these matters, and you have a mental illness. I mean, you want to talk about a slippery slope? This right here, I mean, it's so sad because there are some psychologists and therapists and counselors who actually do care about the mental health of Americans and other people. They actually run good practices. They themselves I may not really believe in their industry, and maybe a lot of them, I know actually one who says it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. But they do want to actually help people, and having a independent, unbiased third party, I think, does play a role. Absolutely. But you guys, you academic psychologists, can't even go and practice in the real world. Fuck you. For me and all the real men that still got our balls attached, fuck you. Fuck you right there. You might be able to get some Gen Zers that the K through 12 teachers have beaten the ever-living crap out of to hate themselves and to actually be susceptible to this thing that like, ooh, masculinity needs to be regulated. We haven't been doing that before. But yeah, just fuck you. And don't worry. You know why? You know what's going to happen? These boys, no matter what your 50, 100 years of psychological bullshit, in the end, 2 million years of human evolution will override it. And these men will want to get laid. And when they have done everything they were told to get women, to get attracted to women and have sex, because that's what they want. That's what they want. And you're not going to stop it. When they find out they've been lied to, and especially now with the internet, you got the Red Pill community, Manosphere, websites like mine, books out there, The Way of Men, written by a gay guy actually, but very masculine gay guy. You no longer have monopoly, and they're just going to go out. They're going to search it. Hell, they'll find Sandman. They'll find the MGTOW community. You're going to just get them really pissed off at you, and once they find out that you've been lying to them all this time, and in the end, they're going to win. They're going to find out hitting the gym. There's nothing wrong with being masculine. The soy boys of America have gone there. They'll go learn to shoot guns. They'll go learn to do jujitsu. They'll stand up for themselves. They'll also learn to control their masculinity and anger without your help, because again, none of you are masculine role models. None of you have any expertise in healthy masculinity, not one. They'll read Rollo Tomasi. They will find real men out there on the internet, real mentors, and we will, because we're real men, we're just going to do way better than you fakes and frauds. So, you can go ahead and I hope you get your money. I hope that the taxpayers over in Texas decide to fund you so that you can, brainwash and ruin the lives of, however many over the decade, tens of thousands of young men that come through, that you actually make them think there's something wrong with them being, or that you have you got the formula, you got the algorithm as to what healthy masculinity looks like. And if the millennials looked at it and these limp-wristed fucking curly curl mustache, oh my God. And how many sexually frustrated women are going to be out there because you just took these guys and cut their nuts off? Woo-hoo. So I wanted to figure out, no one attached their name to this. No one attached their name. So I wanted to figure out, this is under the University of Texas at Austin Counseling and Mental Health Center. So I wanted to go through and say, who are these people? Now you got all these people's names. We can click on, who's this guy? Wow, everyone's got, you can go and look up the staff at it's cmhc.utexas.edu. You guys can search the staff. And I'm going to go through here, leadership staff. Chris, is this alphabetical? Craig? It looks like it's alphabetical. I don't want to just necessarily go alphabetical. I want to figure out who's like in charge of it. Associate Vice President, Director of Counseling Mental Health Center. All right, he sounds pretty highly ranked. PhD Counseling Psychology, licensed psychologist, Texas. He served as Director of CMHC since 2006. So he's been there 12 years. Associate VP for Student Affairs since 2011. Oversight in University Health. He's President-elect of University of Texas. Counseling Center Directors Association, past chair of section on college and Clinical Associate Educational Psychology research includes suicide, college student prevention, intersection of mental health and academic success. Okay, so he's never left academia. He's always been in academia. If you were like, yeah, I was in Iraq and help people at the VA get through getting hit by IEDs. Might listen to you. But this is my point as to who these people are. None of these people are going to go run their own outfit and actually earn an honest buck helping out people that need help. These people are all at the trough, and they're coming up with this like, hey, I got an idea. Let's make men bad, and they need our help. Marla Craig. No, let's see if we can get dates here. MD. That's a big bug. We'll have to kill him later. They're all in academia. Social work, licensed social worker, that's not psychology. Certified health education specialist. Oh my goodness. Oversees prevention programming, communication assessment for CMHC, plans and developments. Suicide prevention, public health. Professional interests include health communication, enjoys So, no real... I just want to see, yeah, they do clinical counseling outside and have a clientele and then part-time at this. Director of Integrated Health Programs at the university. I mean, how many people do you have to run this? They have 40? Do you see how this is a jobs program? This is not a psychological program. This is not a mental health program to help people at the University of Texas. Let's go through the titles. Associate Vice President of Student Affairs, Director of Counseling and Mental Health Center. Associate Director for Clinical Services, Clinical Social Worker, Assistant Director for Care. I wonder why your tuition's so high nowadays, because you got 40 directors. Assistant Director of Psychiatric Services, Assistant Director, Social Work Training Director, Associate Director for Prevention Outreach, Associate Director for Integrated Health. How about just counselor, therapist? Do any of you actually help the students? I don't understand if there's like 2 or 3 guys at the top, and then everybody else is there, large campus, all right, we might have some people coming in with some real problems. You're all directors. It's an army full of generals and no privates. Assistant Director for Access and Referral Services. None of them are outside the university. Mark Zentner, Assistant Director, Psychology Training Director. PhD, Training Director? Isn't that what the school is for? What, you go get your doctorate, now you need more training? Oversees the Practicum Training Program, the APA Accredited Psychology Internship Program, the Psychology Fellowship Program at CMHC. This is just a huge jobs program. Oh, do you cheer for the Vikings? You mean the ones who've never won their asshole? Mike Endorka. Okay, here's an actual staff psychologist. So is he doing all the work? Provides individual group therapy along with outreach, consultation, and crisis support. Clinical interests include working with LGBTQIA. Is that what it is now? Is that what it is this week? Multicultural dynamics, survivors of interpersonal trauma, alcohol, drug, and moderate, eating disorder. Okay. All right. There's a guy who actually may have worked. Master social work. Integrated health counselor, staff psychologist. We got one more. Social work fellow, practicum training program coordinator, staff psychologist. All right. So far, 1 in 10 seem to actually be work. Integrated health counselor, staff psychiatrist, care coordinator, social work fellow. And they're all employed at the university. And I don't see anyone with any kind. I'm not going to go through all these profiles. I'm not. You guys can look this up. See if any one of them drove Uber, was in the military. This is just a jobs program for people who didn't want to do math. I mean, look at them. Is there one that hit the gym? One said he did go to the gym. That guy kind of looks like he goes to the gym. No. And even then, maybe that one. Yeah. Look, all you have to do, you don't even have to, we don't have to take my word for it. right? Look at how many officers and how few enlisted men they actually have, how many actual soldiers they have in this program, and ask, why do you have so many assistant directors and fellows and all this other stuff? Why don't you have actual therapists to help out the students? And you find out that's not it. That is not it. Like all liberal arts programs, this is a money maker. It's a jobs program for people with worthless degrees. And now they just think it's like, hey, we got this new idea. We'll make being normal, a masculine normal male, a psychological problem, and we're gonna, because the environment's perfect in academia, and then we can make it seem like there's a crisis. Like if there's a fight on campus, oh my God, masculine, oh my God, it's an epidemic. Do you know 7 in 3 men are assaulted by their fellow males? That's why we have to fight masculinity. Redefining what fighting is? Oh, is it going to be an exchange of words? Would that be violence? Is my video violent? Is it because you disagree with me and I'm calling you guys out on your bullshit? So that's it, dude. Yeah. I thought it was an actual study but a study would have been somewhat, well, one, it would have been bullshit and farcical, because that's all most of academic studies are nowadays. But they don't even have a study. They just decide out of the blue to, we know what masculinity is, we don't. And you know what? Any self-respecting male who goes to the University of Texas, Austin, you're not self-respecting. You should go somewhere else, okay? Don't go to this place. This is an anti-male college campus. Right? They are, and it's defined by how the fact they're going to start making it either illegal or just bad or a mental problem, and they're a little fiefdom. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to come up with the DSM-5 where being male means you automatically have a mental illness. But on this campus, that's the tone. The people, officially. This isn't just some group not affiliated with this. This is part of the University of Texas at Austin. Go somewhere else. Now, a lot of you boys are getting the message. You're realizing that college is a waste of time and money. You're finally figuring out that the liberal arts are worthless. We're making some progress there. I mean, to show you proof and show you how to touch everybody else is, people are celebrating the fact 60% of college students are female and only 40% of them are, but no one ever tells these women they're wasting all their money on worthless liberal arts programs. You boys are going back into the trades, going into the military. If you do go to college, you're going to STEM. A lot of you just saying, you know what, I'm going to go work. I'm going to go work at the steel mills. I'm going to go work at the Bakken oil field, which really isn't a thing that much anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go drive around. I'm going to go become a reconnaissance man. You guys are getting it. But you got to, like, if you got a younger brother or a younger nephew, just some male person, not even familiar, just some male that you care about, you love them. It could be your brother. It could be your friend. It could be your brother's younger friend. It could be your nephews. It could be your cousins. You got to get them out and say, hey, you can't be going to college. This is a waste of time, especially at a campus like this. So there's alternatives. There's ASU online. There's Western Governors University online. You can look for college campuses. They're small. They certainly don't have this. I mean, but for God's sake, you should know enough not to attend Berkeley. You should know enough not to attend Austin. And this right here, this anti-male bullshit, should be proof positive that you are not welcome at the University of Texas, Austin, and you should go put your money elsewhere. All right, that's it. You guys got questions? Captain's got answers. AssholeConsulting.com. Check out the books at Amazon.com. Check out the Clarity Podcast at SoundCloud.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.